I'd like to dedicate this set to every comic in the history of stand-up, marginally worse than I am, for having systematically lowered everyone's expectations for what's to follow. No, but for those who prefer the the easy dick jokes, they're coming. No, but I haven't been sleeping well recently. I suffer from a guilty conscience from all the babies killed in Nam. It was ridiculous, we were there only last summer. Most of the vacation, we just lay on the beach and drank. It was beautiful. I don't understand what happened with the babies. Full disclosure, though, each of the jokes I'll be telling this evening were actually written for me by the comic coming on next. But I'm tired of seeing blood in my urine. Just once. I remember I shouldn't even be in Montreal actually this weekend. I remember when I was 7, I roofed a kid's tennis ball by accident, and he kicked me in the nuts. That was the last time. There was blood. There was blood. But I don't understand what's happened this time. It's much worse. I'm sorry, I know you come to a comedy show expecting to laugh and enjoy yourselves, but life isn't fair. I used to volunteer, though, with this legal advocacy NGO working to reform law in Africa to criminalize what we here in the West would recognize immediately as incest or marital rape. There's just nothing which more offends my sense of justice to think that in this day and age, there are actual societies in which men can get away with such things. When I can't. And then I realized, though, that with all the work I was doing for them, it was really cutting into my gym time. So I quit. And I can only trust, though, that these women can appreciate just how much in our society, being thin is a sign of being good. You don't realize it right now, but that was your favorite joke of the evening. But I always find it so perverse, all these queer groups raising awareness and stopping attempting to stop the spread of HIV, when, historically, AIDS is one of the few things when it comes to the gay community which hasn't discriminated. But I can't stand all these big burly guys who are like, "Come on, admit it, Dave, you're a fag." I'm just like, isn't it enough that you're inside of me? But I just feel so bad for homosexual men. I mean, they're so marginalized. Imagine being forced to having to sleep with other men. That was the end of that joke. My girlfriend absolutely refuses to use any form of birth control whatsoever. It's really changed my world to know that now each time I have sex there's a real possibility of me bringing about not only a brand new life, but also a single mother. If there's one thing though I've learned through stand-up, it's no one likes the next joke. I'm an adherent though of the classically sort of modern historical notion of stand-up comedy, according to which there's an implicit discernible progress to the unfolding of joke telling over time. It's just that at present we've sort of arrived at what one could conceive of as comedy's sort of communist totalitarian stage. And I know that it's not easy, but I assure you, if you stick with me, in just 2 generations' time, perfect hilarity for everyone. I really appreciate this audience very much. So, yeah. All right, well, Darren gave me the light, and I guess I'm gonna say I told a joke about cultural relativism a couple weeks ago, and the audience didn't respond positively, and I wasn't sure because they didn't like the joke or they didn't know what the term meant. And I surveyed the crowd, and they clapped, and no one knew what it meant. But like, I think that there's just a lot of misunderstanding between cultures. For instance, like women in Islamic societies, they're expected to wear the veil in public, not for any reason inherently hateful or misogynistic. It's just that according to their culture, women's mouths are essentially sexual organs. I know oftentimes women don't appreciate that joke. I find it to be a little slightly misogynistic, but then again, your gender really isn't known for its sense of humor. Anyway, thank you very much.
Just so you know, David Heti is available for children's birthday parties and bar mitzvahs. He gets his business card after the show. You guys having a good time so far?